Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as I was saying before, I do not know how many minutes I will get in this video because I just ended the last one at 8 minutes, but I'll try what I can. Um, as I was saying, because I don't have all that free space on my iPad still. I gotta, again, review other videos, make sure everything's 100 with those, upload them or delete them, and get the storage back on my iPad. As I was saying before, where I left off was, again, because if you go into certain religions, certain faiths, certain ideology, whatever you want to call it, if you go into certain things with the wrong, I would say with the wrong ideology, or even with the wrong, what's the word? The wrong. Well, what like I said, with no discernment. If you go into it with no discernment and not being strong in something already, then it will totally tear you apart and negatively reshape you, remold you, and you'll end up fighting for the wrong cause. You know, so forth and so forth. You'll end up serving the wrong purpose and a whole bunch of other garbage that goes along with that. Like I say, ladies and gentlemen, one of the top things, like I say, I'm about is, preserving friendships. You know, preserving friendships, and I want to say, um, dismounting fights, discouraging fights, stuff like that. And when I say fights, I mean fist fights. That's again part of what I'm about. And so forth and so forth. But let's go to the friends part. Like I said before, ladies and gentlemen, this is the reason why I made that album, My Friends and My Family. I don't mean to make some of this stuff all about me to a certain degree, even though I sometimes do. But I'm just trying what I can to give y'all the best advice that I can. Because especially if I don't end up being there back at Allen East High School as a volunteer, by the way, this is my final year as a school student there. But if I don't end up being back there immediately as a volunteer next year, or at any school around St. John's of Duval as a volunteer, I'm gonna make a video series titled, either titled "Raising the Class of 2022," "Mentoring the Class of 2022," or something like that. I'm going to make that series because, and I don't know how many people will actually watch it, but the point is I got to do what I got to do to help the class of 2022, regardless of whether I'm there or not physically to help them. I got to do what I can to help them from afar. Especially if I can't be there to help them physically, in the classroom, mentoring, teaching, guiding, get the point. I got to do what I can from afar to help them teach and mentor them. Because, like I said before, I bought into quote unquote niche investments. I not only that, but it's just the fact being, and there's multiple ways to make up what niche investments are. By the way, I already got into that in another video titled "Niche Investments," my niche investments, but I'll get into how the other ways other ways that niche investments mean to me. Like I said, I don't make songs for the kids for no good reason. I make them because I love the kids. I care about the kids. I would die for the kids, and this is real. The kids are the next generation. They are they are like I said, the next generation. They're the birth of a nation. They're the future of everything God first great. So forth and so forth. They are the American dream inspiration. You understand my point. But cherish your friendships as part of your family, ladies and gentlemen. And try to be there for everybody, for better and for worse. There's too much going on in today's day and age in order for any of us to just only care about ourselves. There's too much going on. You have to learn how to, I hate to say the sentence, but grow a spine. You have to learn how to grow a spine and care about your fellow man. You literally do. In today's day and age, it's more important than ever. I understand when you get backstabbed and betrayed, it might feel like, the clean way of saying it, it might feel like saying, "Oh, forget them. They can go do this now for all I care." I understand. That's how it's gonna feel. I've been backstabbed and betrayed before. I've said it in multiple other videos. Yeah, I've been backstabbed and betrayed before. I have other friends who have been backstabbed and betrayed before. But I've also got many kids that do admire me, have great respect for me, and do look up to me, and I try what I can to, guide them the best way I can when it comes to this stuff, because, literally, it's just simple as that. You know, especially if you're a person of faith who knows what faith is and who knows what tests are, what spiritual tests are, what trials and tribulations are through your life to make you who you are. You know that whoever backstabs and betrays you is definitely, you know, and I'm not saying you have to look at it like this, but it's definitely a good consideration to look at it as a spiritual test to help shape your character and your personality and your attitude towards other people who you don't know whether they might betray you or not. It's always an assumption. It's always something that's a 50-50 thing, but you never truly know. You know, at least the way I look at it. So like I said before, you know, whoever has betrayed you before, that again, that could have been a spiritual test to literally help, again, shape and mold you and, you know, get you into that, I want to say, get you into thinking to yourself, okay, you know, how is this gonna affect me long term towards my personality and my attitude and my respect towards other people, you know. And God bless everybody who's gone through their oppressions and their struggles. But if you ask me, like, be one of those people who, even if the next man doesn't care about you, care about the next man. If you ask me, but definitely if you just want to do right, not even just ask me, you just want to do right, period. You want to do right, period. Do right by your heart, do right by your soul, do right by your afterlife, whether you believe in one or not. Literally, if you want to just do what's right, what's purely right, look out for more than just yourself. Even if the next man doesn't care about you, look out for him or her and whatever endeavors they might be encountering. Ladies and gentlemen, that's just real. That's just real. That's the type of environment that I'm bringing to any school, to any wherever they send me for whatever work, you know. But definitely volunteer work is what I'm talking about here. But you get the point. That's what that's what I'm preaching to the schools, to look out for more than just yourself, you know. Like literally, be real, be heartfelt, be passionate, be very encouraging and inspirational. It's not that hard. It might seem like it's hard, but it's not. It does take steps, ladies and gentlemen. I will never tell you that it does not take steps, because it ultimately does take steps. But again, every step, you know, you got to be willing. You got to trust in God with it, and you got to be willing to, you know, make calculated